Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of the RYLACast, the official podcast of Camp RYLA, Rotary District 5810. I'm your host, Madison Grigson, and I'm part of G8.
My name's Lauren Yudich. I'm of Girls Cabin 2, Elsie's Angels.
I'm Rahiel, part of Cabin 5, Go Cheetahs.
Oh, I'm Emma, and I'm part of G4Gs.
So today, I just have a few questions. It is day 2 of camp, so I'm just wondering, what is something new and something interesting that you've learned today?
Well, today I learned how to balance a wooden stick on my finger, a really tall wooden stick. That's not a skill I ever thought I would learn, but I'm glad I learned it, and I learned also a few lessons about patience, teamwork, and keeping your eye on the goal.
I learned a lot of people's names today. I struggle with remembering all of them, but, that was hard. Yeah, I learned how to take more time to listen to people and not be, the first one with the ideas, even if I have something, to hear people out.
Today I learned that there is no such thing as personal space. You can be really, really close to another person, but in all honesty, I learned that no matter how well you think you know other people, you never truly know them until you are literally face to face, skin to skin with them, hugging to try and balance on a box.
I learned that when you enter yourself into a program or something, be ready to have to interact with every single body that you see there.
So on that note, I would just like to ask, what do you want to improve on, and how will Camp RYLA help you? I know we kind of talked about the silly things that we learned today, but what are some real lessons that you took away from today, and what are some things that you want to continue to learn?
I would love to, learn to be more present in the situation and, whatever we're doing. When somebody's talking to you, and, today in each of our activities that we did, it was just the speaker was talking to us, and then they'd be do the activity, and then after we did it, we're certain situations would have been handled differently if we were actually being attentive to the person as they were talking.
And me, personally, something I'd really like to improve on in Camp RYLA is being able to forge deeper connections with people around me. I feel as if a lot of the day-to-day interactions I have with other people have been almost superficial, and it can be almost an uncomfortable feeling, sometimes feeling as if you can't really connect with people and really be authentically yourself around people. So that's something I want to improve on at Camp RYLA.
I want to improve on learning people's names. I'm really bad at learning people's names, but hopefully by tomorrow I will know everybody's name.
Yeah, the one thing I'd say I want to improve on is communication. I know it's a cliche, but communication really is key. I feel like a lot of things could have gone better today with our activities if we had communicated a little better, and I feel like that's all something everyone can work on. But while we're on the topic of the activities and the groups a little bit, what went well within your groups today and what didn't? And on that note, how did you solve those issues? And if you didn't, how do you plan on solving them, or what ideas do you have for your group?
Today, Cabin 5, I think, did really good with being able to do some of the tasks on the first try. Although we had some problems with the first few challenges, we were able to communicate and come together and be able to finish all the other challenges faster.
Speaking for Cabin 3, I think actually one of our greatest challenges was communication. I feel like at many challenges, especially the initial challenges when we were first working with each other for the first time, to do all sorts of things, such as moving a dinosaur egg. Communication in that sort of scenario is key, but I think that there were certain instances where there were a few people who were maybe closed off in a bubble. There were other people who had good ideas, but they couldn't share it with the rest of the group. I think that's something we definitely improved upon as the day progressed, but I also think and I hope that that's something we will continue to improve on.
I say for Cabin 4, we were really, we hyped each other up, and we were when somebody was doing something good, we'd be good job and all of that. But at the same time, we had moments where, there'd be certain people that they were, they took initiative in certain aspects, but, there's other people that I feel sometimes didn't get heard as much. So I feel we can really work on just listening to everybody in our cabin.
Yeah, I'm speaking for G8. I feel like we did really well working together, but not so much on communication and talking to each other and understanding. We kind of listened to each other, but we weren't hearing each other. You know, people were giving ideas, and it's like, but that's what I want to do. So we have to kind of step back and get out of your comfort zone. If you're not used to speaking up, speak up. And if you're always the one in the front, maybe step back and give someone else that chance or force them to do that so that they can get out of their comfort zone, which is what Camp RYLA is really about. So I just have kind of a silly question. Surprise us. What is something that somebody wouldn't expect about you, but somebody has either discovered or you think someone will discover while at camp?
I'm missing 5 teeth.
Definitely unexpected.
Yeah. No, wait. So, okay, I'm missing 5 teeth, but you really can only notice that I'm missing 1. I have a fake tooth, and I don't think nobody's pointed it out in the dining hall yet, but I do take it out when I eat because it's uncomfortable. Technically, I can eat with it in, but no. So yeah, that's something surprising about me. Most people don't expect.
I sleep with my eyes open, so I can't be judging you, but yeah.
So my surprising thing is not that, but I was thinking more of personality. So my surprising thing was going to be that I'm actually extremely introverted, and I'm also a homebody. A lot of people think I'm super outgoing. I'm not, and I'm not a people person, but I'm getting out of my comfort zone.
Speak.
Oh, geez, I didn't think you were going to say that. Well, for me, I would say I can speak a second language other than, like, Spanish.
Oh, let us hear.
Oh, okay. Well, what would you want me to say?
Say hi in your name.
I'm going to say, hi, my name is Rahiel. Salam, shimei Raheli.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And if you're wondering, the language is called Tigrinya. It's from the northeast of Africa.
Okay, so I'm going to start to wrap it up. How did you feel about the keynote speaker from yesterday?
Well, we have the keynote speaker with us here right now. Or not. Okay. Well, anyway, what I thought of I thought that the whole speech was excellent. Yeah, the speaker was Greg Tepper, and he is a reporter and a journalist, and he knows a lot about football, and I don't, but I think it's super cool, you know, and the speech, I think, overall was really interesting to hear. I learned a lot about expectations and the comparisons we make with other people, and I also thought it was really nice how he just said up front that he was going to treat us as adults.
Yeah, I really liked that too. He actually has a quote that I loved, and it really stuck with me. It was, "Worry often gives small things a big shadow." That really stuck out to me. It made me realize that sometimes we do make small things a big deal, and it kind of just made me reflect and say, wow, I need to stop doing that. And also when he said, stop doing things because you're supposed to or because you feel like you're supposed to. And it really spoke to me, and I discussed this with my cabin. We often do things because we feel like our parents want us to or because it'll look good on a college resume. But we really need to start doing things for us because, for one, we're teenagers. We just need to have fun. But also, stop living for other people and live for yourself.
Well, the whole thing with living for other people and just doing what you want is very important to me because I know a lot of us can struggle with being a people pleaser, and it's sometimes a very bad habit because you can always end up doing something that you don't want to at all, but you do it because you want to make other people happy. But at the end of the day, like it's only going to matter because you weren't happy in that situation. And they're not even there to like tell you how they feel because it's already passed and everything.
Yeah, I agree. I say a lot of the times I do a lot of what I do because my parents are like, they like think that's good and people think it's good, and I don't know. I feel like coming here will help me grow as a person, and to so far help me like realize that I can make decisions for myself, and to like in the future when I don't have like people with me all the time, like my parents aren't always going to be there with me, so to like make my own decisions, and that'll help me throughout life. So, yeah.
So on that note, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Shout out to Mr. Tepper. Thank you for being our speaker. And I want to give a shout out to our audio engineer, JB. Woo! And thank you for listening to the newest episode of the RYLACast. We'll see you next time.